How quickly the tide has turned. Just last month, the German Chancellor was in the Oval Office singing the praises of the American president and the war on Iran.
We are supporting the United States and Israel to get rid of this terrible terrorist regime. This is extremely important for Europe and extremely important for Israel and their security. So we are really looking forward to find ways how to deal about the day after.
Merz was the first European leader to meet with Trump after his campaign against Iran began, and it was praise all around.
They're a respected country. I have a very good relationship with the country. We have, in particular now, with this leader, with this new leader. I think he's an excellent leader.
But as the war enters its third month, and a chokehold on the Strait of Hormuz threatens Europe's economic stability, the German leader is singing a very different tune.
The Americans clearly have no strategy, and the problem with conflicts like this is always that you don't just have to go in, you also have to get out again. An entire nation is being humiliated by the Iranian state leadership, particularly through these so-called Revolutionary Guards.
That didn't sit well with the U.S. president, who fired back a retort on Truth Social, accusing the Chancellor of condoning a nuclear-armed Iran. And then came the ultimate threat, pulling U.S. troops from Germany, doubling down on Thursday.
In Germany, I mean, he's doing a terrible job. He's got immigration problems, he's got energy problems, he's got problems of all kinds, and he's got a big problem with Ukraine, because they're in that mess. And he criticized me for doing the whole thing with Iran. But I said, would you like to have a nuclear weapon in the hands of Iran? He said, no, I don't. I said, well, then I guess I'm right.
The U.S. military in Germany is a legacy of World War II that evolved into the backbone of Western security against Russian aggression and regional instability. There are over 36,000 U.S. personnel stationed in Germany, and the country's security remains heavily reliant on them. On Wednesday, the Chancellor softened his tone.
From my perspective, my personal relationship with the U.S. President remains good. I simply had doubts from the start about what was begun with the war in Iran, and that is why I expressed this.
Trump's ultimatum may be a means to get Germany and other NATO countries to help the U.S. open the Strait of Hormuz. The president's threat makes for powerful diplomatic leverage, but Trump's hands are partially tied. Current law mandates at least 76,000 U.S. troops across Europe, and lowering that requires a green light from Congress. Leone Lakhani, TRT World, Washington.